Welcome. So, have you ever had one of those memories that just kind of sticks with you? A moment that really shaped who you are today? Well, we're going to explore how to take that exact memory and turn it into a powerful story. A story that can connect with people, inspire them, and maybe even reveal something with a much deeper purpose.
This idea isn't new at all. For literally thousands of years, people have been called to share their journeys. This quote from the Psalms is a perfect reminder that our stories have power and they're meant to be shared. They're not just for us. So let's dive in and figure out how to tell them really, really well. So here's our game plan for today. We're going to start with the why, the power behind your story, and then we'll get practical and unlock the writer's toolkit. After that, get ready for a fun little creative challenge. We'll learn how to polish up our work, and then we'll wrap up by looking at why telling your story truly matters. Okay, first things first, let's get that writer's toolkit opened up. See, every single compelling story is built with just a few key tools, and right now we're going to explore the 5 most essential ones. So that's the big question, right? How in the world do you do it? How do we take this simple, fleeting memory and transform it into a story that actually resonates with other people? Well, it's not magic, it's a craft, and it all starts with 5 basic tools used by the absolute best storytellers, from your favorite authors all the way back to the writers of the Bible. First up is voice. Think of this as your unique fingerprint on the page. It's the thing that makes your story sound like you and absolutely nobody else. Are you witty? Are you more reflective and thoughtful? Super energetic? Whatever it is, that's your voice, and honestly, it's your greatest asset. Next in our toolkit, we've got sensory details. Okay, this is where you literally invite the reader right into your memory. Don't just tell me the kitchen was warm. No, describe the smell of that bread baking, or the feel of the sun hitting the floor, or maybe the sound of a clock ticking in the background. It's those little details that make a story completely unforgettable.
And then there's tone. Now, if your voice is your personality, your tone is your attitude about this specific story. It's the emotion you're trying to get across. Is the story supposed to feel triumphant, a little bit somber? Maybe it's just plain funny. Your tone is what sets that whole emotional stage for your reader.
All right, now for a really crucial tool, reflection. This right here is the soul of your story. A great story isn't just about what happened. It's about what it all meant. Reflection is what answers that big "so what" question. It's where you get to share the wisdom you walked away with. And finally, we've got theme. If reflection is the soul, then theme is the universal truth that your story points to. It's that big idea, about things like courage or forgiveness or faith, that your one personal moment reveals to everybody. It's like the hidden treasure in your story. Okay, theory is great and all, but now it's time to actually get our hands dirty. Let's move on to the My True Moment Challenge, which is where you get to put all 5 of these amazing tools into practice. So here's your mission, and I've broken it down into 4 simple steps. First, just pick a true moment from your life. Write it out in about 6 to 10 sentences. Now make sure you sprinkle in at least 1 sensory detail and really let your unique voice shine through. And then, most importantly, add that single sentence of reflection at the end. Come on, give it a try. Now, before you go and share your story with the world, every great writer does one last thing, a final check. This is how you take something that's already good and you make it truly great. So just use this simple little checklist. Reread your true moment story. Ask yourself, did I include that sensory detail? Is my voice clear? Did I add that moment of reflection? Does it hint at some kind of deeper theme? I'm telling you, this quick review will make your story so much stronger. This quote just perfectly captures the heart of what we're doing, doesn't it? We're not just reporting the facts of what happened. We're digging in to figure out why it mattered. We're trying to listen for that little whisper of truth from our own past, and that is the difference between just a memory and a real story.
So why do we even do all this? Why should we practice this skill of telling our own true stories? Well, the reason is actually way bigger and way more important than you might think.
It's because storytelling is totally central to faith. The Bible itself, when you think about it, isn't a rule book, it's a library of stories. Think about Paul's conversion on the road, or Peter's failures, or Mary's quiet faith. These are all true moments from real people, and they all reveal God's grace. Our own stories can do the exact same thing.
And what this really means is that your story has a purpose that goes way beyond just you. When you share a true moment with real honesty, and you frame it with hope, it becomes an invitation. It lets other people see God's work in the world. And maybe, just maybe, it helps them recognize it in their own lives too.
And this is exactly why we connect a practical skill, like writing, to a moral heart. The goal here isn't just to be a smarter writer, it's to become a wiser person. When we practice telling our stories with truth and with purpose, we're doing so much more than just fixing our grammar. We're actually building character and learning how to live with real intention.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought. Take a second and look back on the moments of your life, the really big ones and the small ones. I promise you, there's a story in there that only you can tell, with your voice, your reflection, and your unique perspective. So what true story is just waiting for you to tell it?